They say some phone calls should never be answered. But for Ryan, a pizza delivery guy trying to make some extra cash, it was just another order. It was late at night, and he was ready to finish his shift when the phone rang. The order came from an old neighborhood on the outskirts of town, a place where most houses were either abandoned or falling apart. The customer asked for a large pepperoni pizza, and the address simply read, the Whitmore Mansion. Ryan had heard the creepy stories about the mansion. People said it was haunted, but he laughed it off. Ghosts aren't real, he thought. And besides, it was his job to deliver pizza no matter where. He drove through the dark, quiet streets until he reached the mansion. It looked old and broken, like something from a horror movie. The rusty gates creaked as he pushed them open, and the wind made strange, whispering sounds. But Ryan kept going. It was just another delivery. He climbed the stone steps and knocked on the huge wooden door. His knocks echoed in the silence. No answer. Just as he was about to leave, the door slowly creaked open by itself. His heart pounded. Maybe someone had left it unlocked. Maybe the wind pushed it open. Trying to stay calm, Ryan called out, "Hello? Your pizza's here." Silence. He took a step inside. The air was cold and smelled like dust and something rotten. Old paintings hung on the walls, their eyes almost feeling like they were watching him. Suddenly he heard a voice. A soft, whispering voice that seemed to come from deep within the house. Ryan, come in." His stomach twisted. How did they know his name? But instead of leaving, his legs moved forward, almost like something was pulling him. The whispers led him down a dark hallway. At the end was a room with the door half open. Inside, there was a big dining table covered in dust, except for one spot where a chair was neatly pulled out, like someone was waiting for him. "Sit," the voice said, gentle but strange. Ryan placed the pizza on the table and slowly sat down. His breathing was shaky. Suddenly, candles around the room flickered to life. Their dim light made shadows dance across the walls. Then she appeared. A woman dressed in old-fashioned, torn clothes. Her skin was pale, her eyes empty and cold. "You brought me my last meal," she whispered, her voice like nails on glass. "But it's not what I wanted." What do you want?" Ryan stammered, his voice barely a whisper. "Your soul," she said with a twisted smile. Panic took over and Ryan jumped up, running as fast as he could. But the hallways kept changing. The doors slammed shut, one after another, blocking his way. He stumbled into different rooms, each one stranger than the last. One room was filled with old toys, their glassy eyes staring at him. Another was a dusty ballroom where shadowy figures danced silently, their heads slowly turning to watch him. Ryan's breathing grew heavy as he tried door after door. But every hallway seemed to twist and turn like a maze. And the whispers, they grew louder, echoing in his mind. "You can't leave. You belong to us." At last, he found a staircase and dashed down it, his footsteps echoing on the cold marble floor. The front door was in sight, but before he could reach it, something icy gripped his arm. He looked back and saw the woman again. Only this time, her face was twisted, her eyes glowing with hunger. "You can't leave me hungry, Ryan." He screamed and ripped himself free, slamming the door shut behind him as he bolted outside. His legs felt like lead, but he forced himself to reach his car. As he sped away, the mansion grew smaller in the rearview mirror, but the chilling feeling wouldn't go away. He kept looking over his shoulder, expecting to see her standing in the darkness. He thought he was safe, but as he tried to calm down, his phone buzzed with a message. His heart sank as he read it. "Thank you for the delivery. We'll see you again." Ryan quit his job the next day, but the nightmares never left him. Every night, he dreamed of that woman's cold eyes staring into his soul. And every time he heard his phone buzz, his blood turned to ice. Because deep down he knew, some deliveries are never truly completed, and some doors should never be opened.